What's all this about then? Hey, my name is Jenx. Apparently my name is Krusty the Clown. Hello there. My name is Jenx, and this is my YouTube channel. Apologies in advance for the content that's going to be on this thing. So if you're watching this, you've either already seen that massive 3-hour video of me bumbling my way through Oblivion Remastered as a so-called pacifist, or maybe this is the first video of mine that you've seen and you're confused and mildly scared about how you've got here in the first place. Look, same here, mate, honestly. The algorithm works in mysterious ways. So here's a quick kind of casual video, if you like, as a sort of a welcome / introduction to the channel, and a bit of a channel update. I mean, can you have a channel update if you've only done one video so far? Who knows, but here we are. Hopefully it'll be a bit shorter than 3 hours. Is it necessary? Probably not. Does the big Oblivion video that I've already put out kind of spell out the intentions of what we're going for this channel already? Yeah, I'd say so. Is this video just a thinly veiled excuse to please the YouTube algorithm and bump ourselves ever closer to becoming monetized on the channel? So yeah, in a nutshell, the main plan for the videos, at least at this early point, is probably pretty obvious, right? We're going to do long-form videos of silly challenges in these free-form, open-world RPGs, or more like sandboxy sort of games. Basically, we're going to be playing things the wrong way, in dumb ways that people may not have thought about before, or at least haven't been covered too much before. That's the elevator pitch, if you like, if you want to put it that way. Or to put it in terms I did in the channel description, you know, that bit that nobody really checks anyway. I'll be playing games in ways that nobody really thought of, or indeed nobody really asked for. I mean, tough, because I'm going to be making them anyway, alright? So yeah, I'll be focusing on Bethesda games, at least to begin with, because yeah, I am a self-confessed filthy Bethesda apologist. Guilty. I'm in the pocket of Big Todd. Look, I even hyped up Starfield when it first came out, alright? But to be fair, a lot of us got a little bit Stockholm syndromed by that game at first, so come on. But seriously though, like, I am a massive Elder Scrolls fan. It might be like one of my favourite, if not the favourite game series of all time for me. I started with Morrowind. Yes, I am that old. And it really just, you know, made me fall in love with like the world, the lore, and most importantly, the fact that you have so much freedom to approach these games in all sorts of different ways, or just, you know, not tackle any of the main quest lines or anything like that at all. Just go about your business and do your own silly thing. It's the freedom that series offers that, in my mind, is still unparalleled. Like, seriously, like, what other games would have, like, full radiant AI for NPCs given their full schedule, even if it is hilariously janky, or would let you just live out an entire life as, you know, just a basic peasant farming crops and chopping wood for money, all the while multiple huge quest lines are just waiting patiently for the so-called Dragonborn to finish his Stardew Valley phase. It's one of those games I absolutely love. I love playing games like that in sort of weird ways anyway, trying to see unique builds and taking advantage of the toolbox that those games give to the player. And to be fair, I'm not just going to limit myself to Bethesda games either. You know, there's a broad range of games out there, games that allow for, you know, like multiple builds, a bit more flexibility. It could be, say, Cyberpunk, it could be Baldur's Gate 3, maybe not a full playthrough of that. My only playthrough took over 100 hours, so maybe we'll trim that down just a smidge. At time of recording, The Outer Worlds 2 has just released, and I'm very, very excited for the potential of that game. It looks like we can tackle that game in a lot of different ways, trying out different builds and a lot of different play styles. But yeah, also, you know how YouTube goes. Like, these things change quickly, right? You know, if anybody knows me, they'll know that I'm a bit of a sucker for the occasional, like, survival, open worldy sort of game. Ark Survival Evolved / Ascended. Anybody? If we can get that game even running properly. That's always a challenge in itself. Maybe we just roll like it's 2011 and just become a pure Minecraft YouTuber. Wouldn't that be funnier? I feel like I'm way too old for that shit. Anyway, so that's me rambling on a bit about the sort of plans that I've got for the channel. We'll be keeping things fairly reined into this specific niche for now, and do you know what? Hopefully that sounds at least mildly entertaining for you guys. I mean, hopefully the the way that I edit these videos and present a nice little story is also quite appealing as well. I would hope so. I've been doing this for a few years. Maybe I lost my touch. Everything's vertical video now. Disgusting. In terms of the challenges as well, I should clarify, look, I'm not exactly a pro gamer, okay? This won't be some insane test of skill or endurance or like a speed run. We're not going to be flexing our pro gamer muscles here. It'll be more like finding, you know, a unique or underrated way to play these games, taking on some silly like arbitrary limitations that we've made for ourselves, or just, you know, doing a unique build that you don't necessarily always see in these sort of games. No, I am absolutely not going to do a stealth archer build. Stop asking. We're not necessarily going to be focused on glitches or exploits either. I mean, look, there are already plenty of very talented folk out there doing that sort of thing anyway, but we're not going to like shy away from that either. Like I say, it's, you know, it's all flexible. We're open to these sort of things. So yeah, that's the plan. I've already got 2 videos in the can, if you like. Well, filmed, I suppose. Does that necessarily mean in the can? We've filmed pretty much 2 videos worth of content, one for Oblivion, one for Skyrim. And I'll be aiming for 1 video every month to 2 months. I mean, the aim is to do it monthly, okay? It might be a little bit longer as we get into the flow of things. You know, this is a very new channel after all. Honestly, I'm only a one-man operation at this point, and you know, I'm learning that time is more fleeting than ever, especially when I'm, you know, juggling this, and I'm also streaming quite regularly over on Twitch as well. We'll touch on that more in a little bit. To give you a hint of future video ideas that we've got planned without giving too much away, the Oblivion run that we've recorded is, let's say, like a randomized wheel dictating how we are playing at any given time. And the Skyrim video is using a very popular mod list and basically building a sort of very unmeta bard build, which is just us, you know, barding around, doing typical bard stuff, you know, playing Wonderwall, singing out of key, pissing off the locals, open mic nights, that sort of thing, you know? And I've got so many notes for future ideas as well. Pages and pages of stuff scrolled down. It's the ramblings of a madman, quite frankly. But yeah, things like cliched builds, completing games with certain only artifacts or only certain types of items or weapons, trying to make my way through Skyrim, for example, but earning like a living wage. And another idea that I'm hesitant to give too much away on is tackling Skyrim through creative use of cheese wheels. No, not in a weird way. No, just stop. It's nothing dodgy. Hopefully that all at least sounds mildly interesting to you. And yeah, if you have any other cool challenge ideas that you thought of that you'd like to see me tackle at some point in the future, please let me know. You know, drop a comment below. Obviously, having ideas is one thing, but like getting them done is a completely different ballgame. So, you know, hopefully in 6 months' time, I'm not like crying on camera saying, oh god, I haven't even finished 1 video yet. How am I gonna feed myself? I can't afford it. Ah, Jesus Christ. Which brings us on to supporting the channel and that whole topic. Now, obviously, I am just some chump on the internet. I mean, we've got plenty of those, haven't we? Especially recently, let's be honest. So, the fact that you're choosing to spend your free time here, watching me or any of the silly videos that I'm going to be putting out, look, I massively appreciate it. And yeah, that's honestly more than enough to help boost up this very new channel at the minute. Huge dubs to you. You know, even just watching the video for a reasonable amount of time, keeping that watch time going, all that bollocks that all the YouTubers say and you're bored of by now. So, you know, like, subscribe, drop a comment, ring that bell, you know, share it on your MySpace, harass a stranger at a bus stop about this video. All of it helps the algorithm, honestly. Yeah, especially that last one. You should tell as many strangers as you can. Another amazing way to support me would be just coming to hang out with me on Twitch and watching me live. You know, I'm streaming fairly regularly over on twitch.tv/Jenx_gaming_. That second underscore is important. So yeah, if you want to come and hang out and watch me play a whole variety of different games live, then that'll be much appreciated. trust me, it is slightly more entertaining than just staring at a blank screen. Genuinely though, it's another way to support me, and honestly, we are lucky to have built such a wonderful community there already. I know everybody says that, right? But like, honestly, some of the most chill, friendly, welcoming folks over there. A lot of them have transferred over from my old channel that I was working for, Triple Jump, and you know, a lot of you people who will be watching now will be familiar with that. But yeah, on Twitch, some of the stuff that I will be streaming will be these main challenge videos. I don't know if they're all going to be exclusively done on Twitch yet, or if it's going to be a sort of split 50-50. Obviously, the editing style will be more than just VODs. It will be heavily edited and cut down, much similar to how you've seen. So fear not if you're just a little bit worried about how a lot of YouTube content has become just Twitch VODs these days. I will be trying to avoid that. But yeah, if you are interested in watching these things live though, and you want to get the full experience, you know, raw and uncut, you can come along and watch us, as I say, twitch.tv/Jenx_gaming_. We'll also be doing other variety content too. Anything from indie games to, you know, strategy titles. I'm a big nerd for that sort of stuff. To other RPGs, other sandboxes, anything that's tickling our fancy at the minute. Apart from, well, we're not going to be tickling our fancy on stream. That's probably against terms of service. For example, we did a big marathon run of Expedition 33 earlier on in the year. What a game. Phenomenal, honestly. And we've just wrapped up playing through Atomfall as well. Both of those were first time, you know, blind playthroughs. So if you're interested in that, seeing people's raw reactions to it, then perfect. Also, potentially Football Manager? I don't really know how to square this with the rest of it. It's, we're in a very small Venn diagram crossover of like massive gaming nerds, but also like massive football nerds, and there's just like there's me in the middle and like maybe 3 other people. I don't know, but yeah, we'll be looking to play a little bit of that hopefully very soon. It may already be happening by the time the video goes out. Who knows? All that being said, all wonderful ways to support me, and I massively appreciate you just taking the time to hang out. And you know, it's a small channel. I started up a small channel in the year of our Lord 2025. God knows what possessed me to do this. I don't know, but we're here now, so let's take this all the way to the moon, you know? And now for the proper sellout bit. If you did want to support me even further, and you're in a good enough position to do so, I know times are tough right now, so please make sure you're looking after yourself first. But if you're a super generous soul, please do consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/Jenx_gaming_. Again, for as little as £3 a month, you can... No, we can't say it like that. It sounds like a fucking charity ad. So the minimum monthly tier is £3, and from as little as that, you can get a bunch of extra perks, including, but not limited to, early access, extended cuts of main channel videos, access to save games used in those main channel videos, producer credits in, you guessed it, main channel videos. I don't know why I keep saying it like that. Monthly exclusive videos, not on the main channel, that's just Patreon exclusive. And voting and suggestions on what those games are will be via Patreon. You'll also get polls, sneak peeks, and suggestions for future content. And at higher tiers, you can even get stuff like a Patreon exclusive t-shirt for the first few months, character creator commissions, signed 8x10s of, you know, like a lovely, it could be the character portrait that you've done, or just a beautiful in-game screenshot. Somewhere I'm a big nerd for video game photography and photo mode, so we'll get something beautiful sent out to you, and then I'll deface it by writing my name on it, so that'll be good. And also the ability to directly influence the challenges and add in your own little modifiers in certain big videos. So, you know, look, I'm not very good at selling myself, as is probably quite clear from all that. But yeah, I've thought long and hard about the perks and how I can add some value. You know, like I say, I'm just one guy, you know? So I'm just trying to provide as much value as I possibly can. And it has been a little bit weird trying to figure out how I can do that, as opposed to, you know, being part of a larger structure, and we have a lot more, you know, potential to provide value in those instances. But yeah, at the very least, I hope some of those things can provide a little bit of added value, and we'll be looking to get feedback from the wonderful people who have signed up so far. Thank you very much, by the way. To everyone that has signed up so far, you're all bloody legends. We'll keep our finger on the pulse, basically. So yeah, all that is to say that I massively appreciate anyone who even considers checking out the Patreon, even if it's just, the free tier to see what's going on at the minute. We've already put out a few of the bonuses, and it's only been like a couple of weeks since it's launched, really, so officially launched. And it all really helps as well, because at the minute I'm currently not monetized on YouTube. Probably my own fault. I don't know why I decided to spend months doing one video in the idea of, it's got to be the perfect first video. Like, nah, man, just get it out there, play the YouTube game a bit more. But hey, I guess at the very least that shows the ambition I have on offer, so hopefully that comes through. Not so much the common sense, but hey, given how times are tough for everyone right now, there's absolutely no pressure on that front, and like I say, just tuning in, checking out the videos, that is more than enough, and making sure that you do all of the typical YouTube stuff to help this channel get off the ground, basically. I would massively appreciate it. And yeah, you're all legends, especially those that have watched me ramble on up to this point. Thank you very much. You're a star. Oh, one extra thing I've just thought of. I would like to open up a merch store. We probably will open up some merch pretty soon too. I should have maybe done that before doing this sort of video, but hey, we just want to get that algorithm pleased, you know what I mean? And also update you guys, of course. And yeah, if you want to keep up to date with that, you can follow us on socials as well. For the main channel socials, it'll be on Twitter. I'm not calling it X, come on. On Twitter at Jenx_gaming_, and on Blue Sky at Jenx_gaming_ as well. Wait a minute, that might be true, that might not be. Oh shit. At jenxgaming.bsky.social. So yeah, with all that being said, thank you so much, and here's to the next video. I'm hoping to get at least one, maybe two done before Christmas, so yeah. This is my way of holding myself accountable. Dear God, what have I done? Cheers guys, see you later.